You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Is beginning discussions on potentially a shutdown of crypto exchanges. Michael Novogratz has shelved plans to start a crypto hedge fund.
The world is not anymore the way it used to be. No,
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. And these shield boys. Remember this day, man. The rip will be yours for all time.
Spartans, lay down your weapons.
Persian! Come and get them! Hold! Give them nothing, but take from them everything!
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome back to the live stream. Okay, Bitcoin, we have here the, well, Bitcoin technical analysis for Bitcoin, and also we have the monthly. Monthly is very close actually. It's just 3 days left. 3 days left. So well, the countdown started because Bitcoin is doing very bad in the macro time frames. Of course, thinking in the monthly, well, 3 days left for the reversal. I mean, I need to be honest, reversal in monthly in 6 month chart. Well, actually, this live stream is going to be interesting. First of all, we are going to start with the micro time frames because, you know, people are very worried what happened in 4 hour chart and they ignore what is going to happen actually in the monthly and all the crypto space this year actually is very important. But well, never mind. So my projection for Bitcoin this weekend, actually the weekend was here like this, right? So we have this projection here and the projection is like this, right? And I'm going to keep this projection just today. Why? Because, well, Bitcoin actually was, I am in short around $25,000, $21,500 around this area. I am in short. Of course, I just protected my entry. Some people were asking, hey, I am looking for longs. Okay, if you want to go long, just go long, oh, no problem. But in my case, I have a system, so that's why I followed my system. And my system is telling right now, at least today, the shorts are still, the sell pressure is still on, and of course we are gonna see validations. Yes, of course, any close, as long Bitcoin is holding 21k and is holding this area of demand here, we can expect other leg up, maybe yes, and potentially this is gonna be the real move for shorts. Why the real move? Is very simple. Why? Because OBV is very clear. Bitcoin in this move, this bounce actually is almost over in 4 hour chart. And remember, we have a better divergence right now in 4 hour chart in curve, as you can see here, and also we have better divergence in OBV. Of course, as I said before, we can, if Bitcoin is holding more time, at least today, this area, we can expect, yes, other test maybe to maybe 21,500, maybe yes, or 22, yes, no problem at all. But after all, I'm expecting still, the trend is my friend, and the trend is to the downside. Simple, okay? That's it. Now I think you are very happy. I mean, you're trading altcoins because many altcoins, they have a good rally. You know, people, they are thinking the bottom is in, as usual, right? So, but at least not. I mean, well, with my trading system, my system of trading, sorry, I am not expecting something like that. Actually, I'm very concerned right now. But well, in short term, today, just today, if Bitcoin is not dropping today, I am expecting, this is the projection today. Of course, invalidation, remember, this is just 4-hour chart. So we have all the setup right now. Here's ADX negative here, we have errors divergence here, and here, and also here. So the projection is still to the downside. So any close will 21k. I am expecting full retrace to 20k, and also actually continuation to the downside. Now, why I'm still looking for this projection is very simple, because 12-hour chart is very simple, actually very simple. We have potential signal confirmation we will get today. Actually, any close below 21,600 and below here, this pivot, we will get this confirmation, and this is continuation to the downside. So the projection in 12-hour chart, so that means in the next 2-3 days you can expect Bitcoin is gonna keep actually I'm expecting this like that. Now, on the chart, okay, some people, they ask in the private channel, said, okay, we have a buy signal here, buy to the moon, right? To the moon, 100k. No, you are reading in the wrong way this signature. This signature is not a buy signal. This is a sideways action or bounce. Okay, buy signal. Well, I mean, with at least with my system, I have two things. When I see this kind of setups here, this is telling me Bitcoin in this case is gonna stop dropping. I mean, not maybe we will not see new lows. No, just sideways here, or potential bounce. But in both scenarios, is to the downside, like this. Okay. So in one day chart, you can see sideways here. Yes, potential bounce to MA21, maximum MA55, but in both scenarios, the trend is your friend and the trend is to the downside. Okay, so I said before last week, okay, we have 10 days. We have 10 days from this with Curve. We have the ADX negative here, but well, the slope is not very strong. I mean, the negative slope is not very strong right now. And of course, we have all this week. If you see Bitcoin is still below 22k, maximum 23. Even before, okay, let me be clear. If you don't see Bitcoin about 25k by the end of this week, well, you will see zero line tested here, and you will see exactly the same setup we saw when Bitcoin was at 30k in the first week of June. So this is bounce here and to keep falling. Okay, that's simple. So that's what I'm doing right now. Well, people are looking for longs, totally fine, perfect, yes. The bottom missing, maybe yes, maybe you're right, but I don't think so. In my personal opinion, I don't think so. So I am looking for I am following the trend, and the trend is to the downside. Okay, now let's talk with the weekly chart. Weekly chart, let's see if we can see something different, something new. Well, let me show you here. We have here ADX positive here, very bad news, at least with my system. We have invalidation for the potential bullish divergence it was forming here in Curve. We don't have it. Some people said, oh, but with the squeeze we have it, right? A squeeze, we have it. Yeah, we have potential bullish divergence. Yes, you're right, actually, you're right. But one thing I learned, I am not saying Curve is better than squeeze, but in Curve I got less fake signals. So as long for both indicators, as long as the ADX is positive, I am not looking for reversals. I am not looking for a macro bounce, not yet. Okay, so right now here the the weekly chart in OBB, as you can see here, we still trend to the downside. We don't see any bullish divergence, nothing. There is nothing in weekly chart. In 5-day chart is something like is getting better, but this play is gonna take maybe until September, October, around there. Why? Because Bitcoin is forming a bullish divergence in 5-day chart from 3 strikes actually, yes. So, but this play is you will see results maybe around August, September, maybe. It'll happen, of course. Right now, remember, OBB is different. I mean, the timing is very different. So as you can see here, the ADX is still positive here. Of course, the Curve wants to do something interesting here, but not yet. So first of all, I'm expecting another leg down here. if Bitcoin breaks 17k, 18k around there, yes, well, you will see 14 and 12k, actually 10k, but not now, actually. Based on this signaling one day chart, I think market makers, in my personal opinion, of course, we have two options, as I said before. Or we are in a sideways market here, in sideways, yes, waiting for the monthly close. Of course, I don't want to see Bitcoin closing in this level. I mean, right now at $21,000, if you see Bitcoin closing right now like this, it's gonna be very, very bad for long term. Yeah, remember what I said in last week. If you want to see bullish Bitcoin again, you need to see this week. This is the last week, and also this is the most important week for me in not all the year. Actually, I don't want to sound like, oh my god, this guy. No. Is technically speaking, this month, this year is one of the most important years for Bitcoin in all the history, according to the data. And it closed this week, July 1st. Let me see how many days. Yeah, by Friday. If we don't see Bitcoin by Friday closing about 25k, well, my friend, the worst scenario I was speculating for in my video in 2021, I think it's gonna be real. Let me explain why. Well, the monthly is gonna close in 1 week, 7 days, and for first time in the history, in all the history after 10 years of Bitcoin, we are gonna see the first monthly closing below the ME55. So any close below this, I mean, below 20k or 20k right now, like this price, yes, I mean, you will see maybe July a bounce, you will see a bounce, but this bounce is gonna be a selling monthly, and you will see continuation, and in November, October, you will see around this area 14k or even 10k. Now, not just the monthly, we have the most important chart, at least in my opinion, the 6-month chart. This is a full reversal. I have bad news for all of you. I know you believe in crypto, and I believe in the blockchain. Of course, I like it, but as I said before, people lie. Yeah, emotions, this kind of things. Charts are the facts, okay? And the facts are very easy to read. Here, this, my friend, is 6 months reversal for Bitcoin. I don't know, just I want to see Elon Musk saying something on Twitter or something, because this is reversal, my friend. Bad news, very bad news. Of course, there is no confirmation right now. 1 week left. Any close below 25k, actually better. It will be any close in 6 months. Of course, I would like to see Bitcoin about 30k in 6 days. If I don't see it, well, I need to be realistic. Bitcoin is like this in 6-month chart. All 2022, maybe the first 6 months of 2023, Bitcoin is like this. Okay, let me, you know, right? My job is projecting the price. Okay, that is the thing I'm doing. Okay, as usual, people will call me crazy, and they'll say, no, Bitcoin will never do it, right? But based on this price action, my projection for Bitcoin the next 6 months until October, November, maybe potentially March 2023. Okay, just watch my arrow, okay? And you will see this, and this is my projection for the next 9 months around there, okay? Between 14k and 10k now is gonna be my target. Of course, the confirmation is gonna be what? Closing like this. Very bad very bad. And also, not just 6 months. If you want to see more confirmations, well, 2 months chart closing for first time in the history of below 2 months chart in MA21. Why first time? Well, look at this, right? Here and here and here, 2014, 15, 2018, and 2020, and now for first time closing below. In this case, is worse actually, $29,000. Of course, the next area to see is 14k in the next 2 months, so that means July, maybe we will see a bounce, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe you will see maybe 25, 26, maybe in July, and after that continuation following the trending one day chart. So well, I need to be realistic with my technical analysis. Of course, I am hoping, I honestly, I want to be wrong, because this is gonna be very significant for the long term in the crypto space. Okay, this is gonna be very, very significant. So I'm telling you right now, with time, I am expecting this price. Yes, my areas between 14k and 10k, and now possibilities are very high actually right now. Of course, now you will say, the Fed, I don't know, who cares? Just I'm telling you what I see in the chart right now. Now, the next candle is gonna close in 6 days. Yes, a 3-month chart, and this is very simple. Any close below 22k in 3 months. Of course, for first time in the history, yes, Bitcoin breaking down for first time the MA21 in 3 months chart. So you can see, okay, MA21 broken in 2 months, 3 months, reversal in 6 months, Bitcoin to zero, maybe. So just think about this, okay? It's very simple. If you are bullish on Bitcoin, because honestly, I wanna be, my feelings, right? That is the biggest difference. One thing is what I believe, what I feel. I'm gonna buy Cardano because I believe it's gonna be the next Bitcoin. I'm gonna become millionaire. I wanna become, yeah. I'm gonna buy Solana because it's gonna be the next, I don't know, whatever, right? That is the problem. You are mixing your feelings with your money, and in general, it's a very bad idea. So the facts are like this: the trend is your friend, and as long as the trend is to the downside, that's it, to the downside. Okay. Now, as I said before, I'm focusing right now in the monthly, because instead of wasting my time for hour chart, I would like to, in my personal opinion, I want to focus more in the macro time frames, because that is a problem. People don't understand. They don't want to see, like, well, maybe Bitcoin is gonna do something. It's doing something even worse than 2018-17. Like this bear market, this one and this one, it was just weekly corrections. Potentially, we are gonna see the first monthly correction for Bitcoin, and that is my concern. For me, I'm happy because just I was short, right? I've been shorting. I started shorting here Bitcoin. All this I am just shorting. I cannot remember. I think just in March I was in long position for Bitcoin. Since then, always I am shorting. For me, it's totally fine. So far, for me, in my personal, for me, so far, this price action for me so far is the best moment for me. I know for many people, oh my God, everything is down. For me, I'm so happy because I feel very comfortable in bear markets, and the reason is because in bear markets I can improve as a trader. In the bull markets, I don't need any skills. Just buy and hold, and as long as I see people greedy, hold. That's it. So now, as you can see here, we have this trend. The trend is your friend, yes. So if you see a bounce, here, this is just gonna be a bounce to keep selling Bitcoin. Now, let me show you here. The other thing here is the the 12-month chart here. Of course, this is to say, oh my God, 12 months. Yes, I mean years. The thing I'm trying to show you here is very important, is because, well, Bitcoin has never, look at this. 2014, this move here from $13 actually to 670, very significant. And you see the close, well, the previous high never tested, and same thing. But here, the previous high is testing here, and also with this formation here in the yearly, of course, I'm saying, like, the first warning in 6 months, in 1 week, we are gonna see this test. Okay, we are gonna see this test maybe in October, November. Now pay attention. If something happened, I don't know, aliens, or I don't know, right? The recession or the big depression or whatever, because humans, we like to blame someone else for own mistakes. Well, it depends, right? 6 months after July, I want to see Bitcoin, of course, testing 10K. And from there, I want to see a big bounce. I want to see a very strong, powerful bounce. Because if Bitcoin closes this year below, around, this area, 14K, 10K, well, this is not going to be just a monthly reversal. Okay, so but as I said, let's talk about this chart maybe in November. After that, well, I will be here to keep you updated. Okay. Now let's talk about the weekly chart again. Let me show you something else here. As I said before, EDX Wallace divergence destroyed, at least with my system. ADX positive here is trending 28. As long as you see we see ADX doing new highs, I mean the values are higher and higher. This is telling me this is a very healthy, powerful downtrend actually in weekly chart. We are gonna see potential bounce, yes, but I think if you will see the bounce, it's gonna be just the one day chart playing, maybe maximum testing 23k, and after that maybe other leg down. Now let's talk about the most powerful moving average, right, in the history of Bitcoin. It's very funny. Oh my god, the moving average 200 here, yeah, the 200 here. Let me show you here. Okay, well, Bitcoin is doing something like it's not healthy for first time in the history, as you can see here. First weekly closing below here, yeah. This is not good. So it's very simple. We need to see Bitcoin. We have to see Bitcoin. If believe me, I don't want to see Bitcoin at 10k. I mean, you will say, but it's cheaper. My friend, you have no idea how destructive it's gonna be for the market if we see Bitcoin at 10k. As investor, I don't want to see Bitcoin testing 10k. I don't want to see it, and the reason is very simple. Because if we see Bitcoin testing 10k, this very healthy, wonderful uptrend for 10 years is gonna be destroyed, and that is the problem. Yeah, if we see 10k tested here, yes, well, my friend, the next bounce potentially could be the last major bounce for Bitcoin, and after that you will see continuation in a very healthy, destructive bear market in monthly. Yeah, that's why as investor I want to see Bitcoin holding. Of course, totally fine. If Bitcoin wants to test 14k, no problem. 10k, yes, but I want to see just a week, something like I saw in 2020 or something like I saw in 2018. Okay, so I'm gonna be more than happy to say Bitcoin is closing about 25k this month. Okay, I actually bought a 17k, no problem. I use a small part. But the most important thing here is not the bottom. The most important thing here is the move. Yeah. So if you couldn't buy, for example, here, this is the bottom, right? Okay, no problem. Why? Because you will catch the move, the next move. This is the most important here. This is the move I want to catch. So I don't want to catch the last cent. I don't care. I want to catch the macro move, this move and this move. Okay, that is the most important thing for me. Okay, so that's why it's very important. We have the levels. The levels are very clear right now. I think just 1 week left. I want to see Bitcoin closing about 25k level. Yes, and I want to see Bitcoin even better, closing about 30k level by the end of this week. So any close below the two areas I said before, get ready because we will see a bounce. Yes, of course, maybe July is to the moon, right? Yes, but this bounce is gonna be just continuation to the downside. Okay, so I think I'm done with Bitcoin, and now let me show you here the USD dominance, because of course we are gonna have a very important close for USD dominance very soon this month, right? So the good news here is actually looks like the USD dominance is looking more toppy here, very good. But the problem here is we don't have a better variance here from this point and this point. We don't have it, and also the ADX is still positive here, is trending. So even if we see better divergence in weekly chart, as long as the ADX is positive, I cannot call this is the top. Bitcoin is just, I am expecting the monthly, we will see a sideways market here, and in some point, maybe in October, November, we will see a major pullback for USD dominance and major rally for Bitcoin. That is my expectation, of course. Remember what I said before. I said when this asset tests around 910, I'm gonna start looking for potential buys for Bitcoin, thinking Bitcoin we will see potentially bullish divergence in weekly chart. But no, my plan failed actually. Well, remember, I cannot see the future, right? but we don't have bearish divergence and we don't have bullish divergence in for Bitcoin right now. So the only thing I can tell you right now here is simple. 1-day chart is in a very healthy, wonderful uptrend. Is uptrend, and this uptrend is, as long as this uptrend is respected, I am not bullish for Bitcoin. Because of course monthly is bullish, it's gonna close as continuation. Let me show you here the monthly. This is a beautiful, beautiful chart, actually. Beautiful, wonderful chart. Let me show you here the buy signal. Actually, when I called this move in last year, actually I think was in November 2021. Yes, I said this is like this, and again I'm crazy, right? But now the history proved, like, well, I am not that crazy, right? Okay, look at this wonderful chart. ADX positive and 37 points in ADX, so this is trending very healthy. This is not reaction. Even next month we will see a pullback, maybe around 5-6, totally fine. Yeah, but the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the upside. Yeah, you want to see reaction, you want to see Bitcoin about 25-30k, and this asset losing 5.70 the previous closing monthly, and yes, after that we can say, okay, the bottom is in for Bitcoin, and we will see full reversal, or maybe testing this area around for USD dominance, and we will see a major rally for Bitcoin, but I don't think so. Now, the good news, as I said before, in the long term, I mean, if you are a long-term holder, or you want to think, you are thinking to hold Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin for long term, or even some alts, well, I would suggest, of course, remember, I am not financial advisor, but we have a better divergence here in USD dominance, and here, and it's in progress. So remember, this is for 1 year price action. So by the end of the year, we will see something like this. I hope so, honestly. Yes, and potentially there, yes, is the better divergence we are looking in USD dominance. And you know, right, is because now is the Feds, oh my god, the Feds, Elon Musk, whatever, right? And always a new news will come, right? Remember, if I just follow news, well, actually I will start shorting seriously right now Bitcoin, because we are in a bear market. No, we started in a bear market in November 2021, of course, following my system, right? But for people, many people, the bear market started just 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, so let's continue, and I want to show you the next chart. Is total 2. We have a very, very important close, well, in 1 week left. 1 week left. I need to be honest here, it's not looking that bad. Actually, it's not looking that bad like Bitcoin, but it's very simple here. Any close below 500 here, this area, you will see continuation. The first test is around 300, and actually, based on price action for Bitcoin, I'm expecting this. Yeah, to be honest, I am expecting this. That's why I said I'm expecting this maybe this year, I mean November or something like that. So in the short term, I mean, well, midterm, 10 days from today, as I said before, this is just all the altcoins will have the bounce, right? Because you know the bottom is in, right? No, very innocent people, but okay. This is trending to the downside, and every time when it's testing the mid 21, downside, 21, downside, 21, downside. Okay, of course, let me see here. The time is almost over for this asset. This week is gonna test a seller line here, of course, following my system of trading. The ADX is negative here, so this is very simple. If you see this week just sideways here, and this asset is not breaking this area, you will see continuation to the downside this week. Okay, so if you are in altcoins, good, yeah, very good, because maybe many of them they move 20%, 25%, 30%, but you are doing this totally fine. In my case, not me. I am not trading altcoins because if I don't see Bitcoin healthy, I will not trade altcoins. That is my rule, of course. But if you are in profit right now in altcoins, at least manage your risk. At least. Okay? At least. Okay. So I think I'm done for total 2. Yes, and now let's talk about altcoins. If you have any suggestions or something for altcoins, please let me know. Okay. Before I finish this live stream, I want to show you one chart for Bitcoin. I think it's very interesting, and well, but I want to do it in the end of this live stream. Okay, Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing. This is just a wonderful bounce here, just to keep falling. Time is very important. Remember, time. Time is very important. Here we have this bounce signal here. So MA21 maximum is around 1,500, 400. Where is the MA200 here? Sorry, MA55, and from there, in both scenarios, is continuation to the downside. When we are gonna see the bottom? Maybe yes, if we see other test to $1,000 and this level is not breaking. But well, if we talk about the monthly, what happened in the monthly? Monthly, any close, yes, $1,000 to 100 in the monthly, you will see full leg down all the way down to 500. Interesting. Here is the area I'm gonna start looking for potential bottom for Ethereum. I'm thinking Ethereum and the bear markets, they break. Sorry, the correction is around 95% around there. Well, let me see. Right now we are around 81. So 95 around there is around 500, 400, around this area. Not perfect, around this area. Okay, so well, that's why I said before, I am defensive. I was defensive, I am still defensive, and I will be defensive in the markets. Okay, Cardano is in downtrend, in downtrend in monthly chart. In weekly chart, let me see here. ADX positive here, we have invalidation of bullish divergence. Yes, technically yes. And well, I think it's gonna follow just Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks again 20k or 19k, you will see Cardano breaking down. Any close below 0.40, you will see full retrace to 0.20. So one day chart, let me see. Same thing. This Friday, you will see continuation to the downside for Cardano. Yeah, timing is very important. Remember, timing is very extremely important for trading. Okay, so seller line is gonna be tested maybe in 2-3 days. So this asset is even cannot break the MA21. So if you see in the next day, Friday, I think Friday, if you see Friday Cardano is still below 0.50, well, 0.20 is gonna be my next target for July. Okay, let me show you here the monthly. The monthly, yes, still some, yeah, there is no volume to support the price here. Let me see the 6-month chart, full reversal, yes. Yeah, but using just price action, this asset by the end of the year potentially will break all the way down to 0.10, 0.20, 0.10. Okay, so let me continue. Ethereum, I did it. Actually, it was the first altcoin. Let's talk about Solana. Solana had a very good rally, very impressive rally, I need to say it, but it's very important. Here, 6 months is gonna close in 6 days. Any close 35, any close below 35 by the end of the month, you will see full leg down. Well, the worst scenario is actually $5, but honestly, I don't think so. I will tell you something like, maybe it's a little bit risky to say it, but I am start thinking actually Solana found the bottom potentially. Even if we see Bitcoin, if we see Bitcoin testing 14k and 10k, this bounce for Solana, the distance, this is around 50%. You see, 50%. So Solana has a very, very good chance. If Bitcoin breaks down, Solana is gonna do something like this, and if you see Solana holding this area around $30, 27, 28, around there, maybe this area is gonna be the bottom for Solana. Okay, of course, if you didn't buy here, I didn't, believe me, I didn't, because as I said before, I have rules and I don't trade altcoins if I don't see Bitcoin healthy. But this asset is bouncing on the chart, and you will see again maybe $30, 32 tested again. This test, my friend, this test is the most important test for Solana. Okay, because if Solana breaks this area, there is nothing to stop Solana to see $5 by the end of the year. Okay. So let's continue. I'm gonna continue with more altcoins. For example, Litecoin. Litecoin in weekly chart. As you can see here, Litecoin is testing the lows of 2018, 2020, around here, around 40, 50. Historically speaking, this is the best area to buy Litecoin. Yes, but well, we don't have bullish divergence. ADX is positive here, so I think the next pullback you will see in 1-day chart for all the altcoins will tell us if they actually is the bottom or not. Yeah. One way to do this is like the distance. When you see this strong bounce, for example, Solana, right? 50% bounce is impressive. Impressive. So the next crash for Bitcoin and this retrace for Solana, there is a very good chance potentially Solana will form a basement. That is the thing. I want to see a basement. A basement. If I see this, if I saw this strong bounce for Solana, there is a very high probability you will see a basement between 30, 25 around there, and maybe from there we will see potentially some consolidation phase, and after that potentially reversal, maybe. Look at this Litecoin here, same thing. From this point is around 39%, actually very good response. So this is something I would like to see. Of course, the real test is gonna be the pullback. I wanna see Litecoin and others, of course, other coins testing this area, defending this area, and after that potentially we will see a major rally. A major rally, but it will take time. As I said, it will take time. So let's continue. If you have other altcoins, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's continue with let me see, BNB. BNB is okay. Let me see. This is just a bounce in weekly chart. Let me see the bounce here. The distance is around 26. Not that strong. It's not that strong here. ADX positive here. We have potential invalidation of bullish divergence in weekly chart for this asset. I need to see the close about 250 in weekly close. Maybe we will see this bullish divergence, but no. The trend is your friend, and the trend is to the downside. This asset is testing the MA21 here in this area, not exact. The projection is to the downside. As I said before, all the altcoins, all the bounces you saw last week, the next pullback is gonna say a lot. It's gonna tell us a lot. Okay, so this pullback is gonna dictate the next direction of the market, because if the previous low 200 is broken for BNB, there is nothing to stop BNB to break all the way down to 50. And that is a real bear market. Actually, a real bear market is like that. Okay, so NEAR. Okay, let me see NEAR weekly chart to the moon, right? Bad, actually, very bad. This is still to the downside. I don't see any signals here. $3, of course, is a volume profile here. This area, of course, this is one significant area, yes. But if this area breaks, you will see around 1.40, and I don't see strong evidence this asset is gonna. I mean, I don't see anything here. Not at least not now. I think by the end of July, maybe you will see something else. Let me see on 5-day chart. 5-day chart is looking better. I need to tell you this. It's better, yes, with Curve, but I'm still thinking it's gonna test around $2 in the long term. Let me see the 1-day chart. Yeah, one downtrend. This is a beautiful downtrend here. No, forget it. Time is over for NEAR. This is very simple, my friend. Here, settle line tested. This is even cannot break the MA21 right now. Of course, 1-day chart. I need to tell you this. At least auto test to the previous lows around $2.80, and from there you will see if this asset is gonna keep breaking down. Well, you will see continuation to 1.60, 70 around this area, and potentially there maybe you will see the bottom. Maybe. So let me see. Okay, more altcoins. I think that's it. Yeah, someone asked me in the private channels, NEO, very old altcoin. Actually, I like it, yes, but not because I like it that means I'm going to buy and hold forever and ever, right? No. Okay, NEO is testing the previous lows here in 2018, 2019, 2020 here, of course, this is the business, right? All the people who made money in 2020, 2021, this is the business. They need to be destroyed. That is the thing I was looking for. So technically speaking, mostly all of the people in 2020, 2021, they are destroyed right now. They are not in profit, but they are still holding. That is the point. They are still holding. So I would like to see, this is based on my experience, of course. This is not technical analysis. Based on my experience, I wouldn't be surprised if NEO breaks this level around 5 or maybe 4. Yeah, like NEO, like iOS. Why? Because all the people who make money here, they are not in loss. They are flat. Maybe they are even. But this is a business. Yeah. So how market makers will push all these people they are still holding this area? Well, this asset must break this range, and all the people here who hold in 2020, 2021, because this asset is to the moon, will panic and they will start selling in panic. If you want to see an example, yes, I have an example. Let me show you. iOS. Look at this. People who bought in 2019, 2020, to the moon, millionaires, blah blah blah, right? And after that, they got flat here. Yes, they will say, oh, okay, at least I am even, right? And after that bounce, and after that, oh shit. You see? So that is the thing. Now, of course, if I am right with Bitcoin in the long term, like actually the monthly is gonna close in six days, we are gonna get a better idea what we can expect for the markets. Many traders, actually, some of them I respect, they are calling for potential bottom. Right now, maybe they are right, but I need to be honest. I don't follow any technical trader. No, I don't follow anyone. Just myself. Just I do this, and just I follow my own system. That's it. So I respect other traders, right? But I mean, like, I follow my system. That's it. Okay. Yes, Matic. Let's see Matic. Okay, 0.60. Yes, bounce here. Yes, it was an obvious bounce here in this area confluence. It's very simple, my friend. Any close below 0.2030, you will see full retrace all the way down 0.08. Yeah. So let me see the weekly chart. It's still ADX positive here. It's still trending to the downside. Okay, testing the zero line here. OBB not breaking. No, it's not broken right, not yet. So let me see the 1-day chart. 1-day chart. Okay. Time is over for my Matic. Yeah, time is over for Matic. So the projection for Matic right now is like this. Bounce here, this area to the moon, right? No, my friend, no. This is like this. Continuation to the downside. The trend is your friend, and this asset is testing right now the biggest area of supply right now. Okay, so as long as it's below here, any close below the MA21 around 0.50, you will see continuation to the downside. And now this is the question: if this pullback we are gonna see, if this area breaks, you will see actually sell off all the way down to zero. But you will see continuation. That is the thing. Okay, so very nice bounce. Let me see. Impressive bounce. Actually, I don't want to say this because maybe it's too soon, but some altcoins I can see some of them they are forming a basement, and that is the thing I'm looking for. I am not calling for reversals, but for example, right now this bounce very impressive for Matic. So the next pullback, yeah, if Bitcoin crash to 14k or 10k or whatever, right, to zero, but this asset has a very high chance to hold this area because the bounce was significant. I think Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo, you need to watch my live streams more often, and you eventually you will learn how I am trading. But this is very simple. For example, if I wanna see a reversal for Matic in 1-day chart, I need to see something like this. This is your trend line, right? Your trend area here, MA55, MA21. So if I want to see reversal for this asset, I want to see this asset breaking very hard, powerful. Yeah. And of course, to the moon here, no, I am not chasing the market. I will wait here for the pullback. And here in this pullback, my friend, in this pullback, Matic in this case must hold. and from there continuation. That this is a reversal pattern. Okay. And what do you need to see for you to say we are months time? Bull trend. Okay, let me explain something. People are very new in the markets, but they don't know they cannot understand this. We saw in 2020 one of the most bullish momentum. This Bitcoin for 10 years we saw like one of the most powerful uptrends in all the history in humankind. Yeah, it's the most powerful. I'm not saying this is not. I am not saying just me this. You can, professional traders, and I mean, you check the historical data. Bitcoin has been doing something very impressive in the last 10 years, but it's not always forever. So if you want me to see Bitcoin bullish again, of course I develop my own system of trading. Yeah, I am using Bayesian probabilities. Let me be clear, because I can see new faces here. I am not following news. I don't care what the Fed is gonna say. I don't care what the aliens. I don't care about the fork, the NFTs. I don't care about that garbage. Okay. Why? Because let me tell you something. In my personal opinion, people lie, and also news media, they manipulate all the things, right? Well, but charts, they don't lie, and they are the facts for me. So very simple example, as I said before, the bear market. Just think about Ronaldo. When you start hearing reading in the news, the bear market is here. Let me guess, 3 weeks ago, right around here. Well, the bear market for me, according to my system, started here in 2021. So if you want to sell here because the bear market is here, well, here what happened? So that is the thing. In my case, in the past, right, when I started trading in around 2013, 12, I was following news, I was following everything. I was following media. It's JP Morgan is bullish, let's buy. Oh my god, crash. JP Morgan is bearish. Oh, to the moon, right? Well, I learned this in a very hard way. But in my case, I invested in myself, I improved myself, I have a mentorship, I did everything what I have to do to improve my skills. And let me tell you something I learned. Doesn't matter if you have the best mentor, you have the best tools, and you have the best book about trading. If you cannot manage your emotions, you cannot handle your emotions, you cannot control this, you will get wrecked. Because the markets here is, I would say, maybe 70% is about emotions and 30% is about technicals. So when you are trading, you need to manage your emotions to execute your trades and stick with your technical analysis, even if you potentially you are losing a little bit. Maybe, of course, you need to manage your risk. Very good example is this one. Let me show you in 4-hour chart in this weekend, right? You follow my system, right? Because I know many people, well, not many, but some people, they are following my system. Here, according to my system, we have actually still on bearish divergence here, bearish divergence here, bearish divergence here. This is a short. So I entered in short around $21,500 here, and I posted in my private channel. I said, okay, from here to the moon, right? Because why? Because the candle is very strong, very powerful, right? I enter here, around here, $21,500, and after I saw this here, this this bounce here. People will say, oh no, maybe 23k, maybe 24k, yeah. But as I said before, I have a system. I created a system of trading. So in my system of trading, This is not a buy. This is a short. I will stick with my plan. I will not change. Yeah. What I did right now, well, right now I am in profit. But what I did, well, yes, I manage my risk. There are many ways to manage your risk. There are many ways, but this is like this. The projection is like this. If you follow my system, of course. But if you are just watching your phone every minute, every 5 minutes, and oh my god, it's moving up. Oh my god, I'm going to lose money. Wow, you will get wrecked. I think, Ronaldo, you need to watch my live stream more often, and maybe eventually you will get answer for all your questions. Or maybe you can join to my Discord, and you can talk with the people there. They are very nice, and they can help you to answer more questions. Of course, myself too. Okay, so let's continue. I want to talk with SP500 stock market right now. The stock market, we were expecting a bounce. Yes, the bounce is here. Yes, to the moon, right here. Testing the MA55 here to the moon, and here, yes, to the moon. No, the trend is your friend, and the trend is like this today. Testing the MA55 here in 4-hour chart. Here to the moon. No. Time is over for SP500 in 4-hour chart. So eventually this week I'm expecting a pullback, at least in 4-hour chart. Let me see the 1-day chart. 1-day chart is different actually. It's looking more like we are gonna see a bounce to the MA55. So maybe this week we are gonna see, well, we are gonna see a bounce to the MA55 here potentially, 4-hour chart. Yep, maximum 4,000, But I think right now, of course, this bounce is just going to be continuation to the downside. Now, the most important chart for SP500, of course, is the monthly. The monthly is, well, let me show you here. The monthly, any close below the MA21, around 4,000 actually. 4,000. You will see other test to maybe around 3,500. So continuation to the downside. Now, the 6-month chart is looking very interesting. Why? Because, well, reversal. So this is very interesting. Why? Because every time when we had this reversal in 6 months, what happened? Well, the last time we have this reversal pattern, let me show you. Oh yeah, here in 2029 and 2073. Sorry, 9,073, 9,029, and 2008. I am not calling for a big crash, but just I'm telling you the facts. So any close below 4,200 or 300, you will see this full reversal, same as Bitcoin. And eventually this year, potentially we will see 3,000. That is going to be the first level. 3,000 I'm going to start looking for. So of course I can be wrong. Yes, of course. Why? Because, well, if we see monthly here, we need to see the SP500 and Bitcoin, of course, defending the MA55 here for all the rest of the year. I mean, I need to see this asset consolidating here. Imagine here printing some candles here, and after that flat, maybe around their sideways market. Yes, and after that maybe continuation to the upside. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so but right now this is very simple. Any close below 4,000 this month, MA21 officially broken. You will see other test to 3,500, of course, in the long term. Okay, remember the volatility of SP500 is very low, so if you are right now in profit because the bounce right to the moon, congrats. But I will say, just be careful. In my case, let me. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let me see. Yeah, I want to show you gold, because gold is something like I am looking for here. And as I said before, as long as I see gold bullish in monthly, because this is bullish. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is bullish. Even you see gold testing MA55 here, the trend is your friend. I mean, this is like this. The trend is your friend. Simple. Okay. In the long term, of course, remember the volatility of gold is very low. So if you are gonna trade gold in 4-hour chart, you are losing your time. You are wasting your time. Sorry. So gold is something you buy and hold for maybe 3-4 years because the volatility is super low. But this asset is consolidating in the previous low, in the previous high. So I will tell you something. Any close about $2,000, 2000, the party is gonna start in monthly, and this asset is gonna start trending to the upside, and you will see, I don't know, higher prices. Let me see the 6 months, because 6 months is gonna close this week. Indecision, the ADX is positive here. The monthly, the 6 months is still, since 2019, is still positive here. This is to the upside still. Still. So you can say, okay, maybe we will have potentially better divergence from this point and this point. Maybe yes, but maybe 2024 around there. Sorry, Ronaldo, but I don't use traditional technical analysis. You will never see me using triangles, rectangles, double tops, triple tops, and that kind of garbage. Sorry. In my experience, that shit doesn't work. Okay, so well, let's talk about the last chart for Bitcoin, because we are almost done with Bitcoin. Let me show you the last chart for Bitcoin. This is an experimental indicator I created. I need to be very honest. I need to be very honest. I created this indicator, I think, 3 days ago. Yeah. So all the things I'm gonna say in the next 10 minutes, don't take it seriously, because I need to test it. And you know what I need to test is, at least I need to execute at least 250 trades. So that means 6 months of trading or back testing. So let me show you this indicator. Okay, even I don't have a name for this indicator. Experimental 2 here. Yes, this indicator. The indicator is my script. This indicator is following the theory, like the volatility has different periods or phases, cycles. We have contraction phase, expansion phase, and also we have when the market is expanding, and of course the market is expanding and we have macro trends, you will see a major moves. So let me show you here in 1 day chart. If I remove just all the noise here, I'm going to remove just all the indicators here, including OBV. I'm going to show you how powerful is this indicator. In 2000, and let me start here. It's very simple, because it's just simple trades, simple trades. Let me show you here the weekly chart first. Okay, so technically speaking, every time when you see the green cloud or the green area in positive here, the bull market started for Bitcoin, and when you see the red, the bear market started. Okay, so if you buy in weekly chart here around $200, you will sell around maybe $10,000. Of course, if you follow the moving average here, yeah, you can, in the moment when you see this rejection, you can start selling. Actually, you will catch the top. But look at this, right? Very clean. And now let me show you here in 2018. You buy here around $3,600, and you follow this green signal here, you will start selling around 2020 around, well, $7,000. Of course, you will have a very good chance to sell the tops here if you use the moving average, right? And again here, when you buy here at 2020, April 2020, in this crash after the crash. Well, when are you gonna sell? Well, around $60,000 you will sell. Why? Well, because the trend is your friend, you see here. And well, here the last opportunity to buy Bitcoin in uptrend, of course, in uptrend was here when it was in the center line here. It was at $28,000, and from here you sold around, well, using this indicator is around $57,000. And of course, in 1 day chart, the last chance to buy Bitcoin just was here in around 36, and the sell was around same level, around 45, 44, around here, around this area. And since then, you will see Bitcoin is in downtrend with this indicator. Remember, this indicator is using volatility following the contraction and expansion phase, so that means you will catch explosive moves. Also thinking about this indicator is not just a volatility indicator. Actually, it's a momentum indicator to find buy and sell signals. So if we apply this system in 1 day chart, for example, right now the current price action since November 2021, you will see actually the beauty of this indicator. Here, for example, Bitcoin was at $47,000, $47,000. Very nice rally, as you can see, very nice rally, powerful rally. But look at this, the MA broke here when Bitcoin was at $60,000, right? And if you know my OBV, the OBV, my indicator, the indicator I use, my lead indicator is OBV. In the retest of the MA, that is your big short, right? Well, similar setup. Look at this. But this case, even this, in this specific scenario, this asset actually catch the top of the market. Let me show you here. This test reaction was at even higher than OBV, $68,000. It's impressive. Actually, for me, I was amazed. Like when I saw this, like, oh my God, wow. So from here, well, crash, and look at this. The next short could be here, losing the zero line, and here the retest to the MA, following the same system as OBV, right? So here the next short was at this area around $51,000, and after that you saw this massive crash. Yeah. So in this, let me see, for 4 months, Bitcoin was in sideways, and look at this. With this asset was this asset always is testing the control, the point of control here, in the line of control here is number 1, is not 0. Every time when it was testing this, it was a buy, and buy. So buy, and after that you see the bounce. When you see the MA is broken, well, again, you see continuation. And same thing here, sideways here, sideways, getting the taking the moving average, and after a bounce here to zero line here, and after that rejection, you see, and a big crash. Now what happened right now? Well, we are right now, Bitcoin is gonna test again this line here, and potentially we will see rejection as well. Okay, so just I wanted to show you this. Why? Because, well, let me show you here. Of course, remember, this is a new indicator, is not part of my system of trading, but it was very interesting. What I found here in the monthly was very, very interesting. Why? Because based on volatility and price action, of course, remember this is the combination. Well, Bitcoin lose the exponential here, exactly here in November 2021. You see, when it was at $66,000-$69,000. Impressive. Is so far is the first time I see one indicator calling in monthly the top of one chart. I'm not saying this indicator is amazing, of course not, because as I said before, I need to back test this indicator first. Okay, here in 2019, look at this, losing exponential exactly 2 months after the high, around $12,000. Very impressive performance. Now, if I am telling you right now here, of course this is new because I created this in the indicator I think last week. Well, we have some very concerning things. Why? Let me show you here. Historically speaking, with this indicator, every time this area was tested, yeah, the bottom is in. Well, the first area right here, and here, and here. But the real bottom of the market is when the number 1 is tested here. So when with this indicator, when we see the number 1 tested here, it's not zero line, it's one line. Sorry, but the calculation is like that. So that means, well, if this indicator is right again, when you see this line testing the number 1 here in the baseline, potentially we will see the bottom of this market. Of course, as I said before, don't take it seriously because, well, as I said, I created this indicator just a few days ago. I need to backtest. Maybe in November you will see more results. Let me show you here the 4-hour chart with this. This is very simple, right? Here is positive here. We know this asset is going to enter in range, or I will keep moving up as long as the volume is positive and the volatility is positive, momentum. But in the moment when you see the losing the moving average here, well, what happened after that? Yeah, this is trending to the downside here, and Bitcoin is bouncing here, yes, but it's getting rejected by this area. So it's just about time. If we see the 12-hour chart here with this indicator, well, we have the time is almost over. Testing zero line here, we will see potentially a continuation. As I said before, don't take it too seriously because this indicator is new. is something like I'm working right now. It was actually the result of one conversation I had with one of the members in the group. Well, this is the result. I wanted to share with you what I found. Yeah, about the name, I have no idea. I have no idea about the name. This indicator is not based on any indicator. It's just pure maths and volatility. That's it. And actually, the formula is very simple. But okay, so let it be. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin, of course, with my normal system of trading. Okay, so recap, because it's 1 hour and 5 minutes. So let me be clear here. Bitcoin right now, at least today, just today, because the time is almost over, I need to be realistic. Bitcoin is gonna test a center line here, and this asset is still in sideways. Okay, so if you see in the next 8 hours, zero line tested here, and this asset is still holding, and also the most important thing here, OBB is holding here, well, be ready for the next potential scenario. What? Like this. Okay, not today, tomorrow, I think. Okay, so just be careful, because you're in short, technically speaking, you're right. Manage your risk. Okay, because if you are in short like me, of course I'm a financial advisor, you are still in profit. You have two options: or close your short or protect your position. Okay, risk management is the most. Okay, so just today is the last day for Bitcoin. If we see this bounce, well, very good, right? Why? Because even if we see this bounce, maybe at 22k, something like that, no problem, because the sell signal is going to be even more obvious into an hour chart than 1 day chart. Remember, I am not looking for longs, I am looking for shorts. I want to start looking for macro buys maybe next month, after the close in monthly. I need to see the monthly, and after that I need to see what I'm going to do in the long term. If you are in the investing channel, as I said before, we are going to have a special live stream after July 1st. We are going to discuss what we are going to do for long-term projections. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you. Also, one thing, in 1 week I am very, very happy, because, well, in 1 week is going to be the first anniversary of this channel. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate all your support, and I really apologize sometimes, because my personality is a little bit, I am like very direct person. Sometimes I am like, no, I don't want to say offensive, but I don't know. I like to talk about psychology of trading, and sometimes I believe like these kind of conversations, I don't see these kind of things very often on YouTube, because many people they do this, right? I think you know very well what I'm talking about, right? They will say, oh, okay, we have this triangle, right? This triangle like this, and this is my triangle to the moon, right? To the moon, and they do this, right? They do this, and they do this, or they do this, they are doing this, right? And they said they will always be right, because doesn't matter the direction, right? They will be always right. Yeah, to the moon here or to the ground. If next day the market crash, I was right. If you see the pump, I was right too. So I am against of this kind of technical analysis. I will change the format a little bit for the second year, and actually I will do some like a survey, because I wanna also add some more topics about trading. Maybe not about trading. It's more about of course trading, yes, but for example, if you wanna create your indicators, for example, I was thinking to add a section for developers, where they want to create their own indicators, they want to create their own systems, and they want to learn, for example, PineScript. Maybe I was thinking to do something like that. Also, questions, for example, if you have a questions, I will just post, I don't know, 10 questions, and the top number 1 question of the week, I'm gonna create a specific video answering that question. For example, what is the best way to protect one question I got actually last week, it was a very good question, is that how to protect our entries when we open a short or long. So for example, if I see that question has many votes, in the community, because in the Discord, in the community, on YouTube, on Twitter, I will create a specific video answering this question. Please let me know in the comments or in Discord if you have any suggestions, because I am open for feedback and suggestions for the next phase of this channel. Okay, thank you very much, guys, and see you tomorrow.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero.